Hey guys, this is Spiffy Guy, and I'm going to do a little addendum to the ULA circuit and just show you a couple things that I missed in the original review, that some parts and pieces that I did not have with me, and talk a little bit about my experiences and the weight. So stick around. Alright, so I've used the ULA circuit here for quite a while, a couple months at least, and I'm pretty pleased with it. It definitely will work. You know, I had it packed up full of winter gear on adventure number 20 out to Quiver River. I even had a cast iron skillet attached right here on the back, tied in with some paracord and those bungee straps. And needless to say, that probably would make most ultralighters and the manufacturer cringe, but I had no issues with it. So there's a couple things that I wanted to show in regards to the hydration and the little pocket that comes with it that I kind of missed on the initial review. So let me bring you in closer and I'll show you what those look like. Alright, so here's some additional components that came with the ULA circuit that I actually removed before I went out. We have a small pouch here. This is a mesh pouch. It's got a zipper, and these clips, I'll show you where those attach in a second. This weighs 0.70 ounces. And then you have the hydration sleeve right here, which has the same attachment of these little plastic clips. I have a 3-liter platypus. It doesn't really fit into this. This, I think, would be more along the lines for a 2-liter bladder. You get a little bit of a bladder sticking out the top. It does fit. I found that the bladder takes up a lot of space in the pack itself. And since the front has those little bungee cords for attaching water bottles, I thought I would try that. And that works out all right. The side pockets are really, really huge on the pack. So on the one side, I'll carry my cook kit. And then on the right-hand side, I can put a couple liter bottles and not have any issue about reaching them. So it works out pretty decent. So I removed these two things, saving, 1.5 ounces. Which is not really a huge deal, but for the gram weenies out there, they do offer the ability to remove that. You can remove the bungee cords that are on the straps, and I'll show you those here in a second. All right, so these are the water bottle bungee cords. I put my knife on one side, and then I'll use a water bottle on the other. I find that the 20-ounce or 700 ml size bottles work really well on here. If you start getting into the liter bottles, it gets a little bit cumbersome and it doesn't like to stay on the bungee cords well. I'm still on the fence as to whether or not I like this feature. It's definitely nice to be there. You can pull these off and save a little weight if it's something that you're not going to use. Now, the questions that one of the users on YouTube by the name of Pharraoh had was about the hydration. And this little gray line right here, we have one here and we have one here. That's the hydration ports, and that's where the hydration comes out if you're using the hydration sleeve. Now on the interior of the box, or interior of the bag here, you can see that they're marked where the water tube feed holes are, and it just slides back through there. Now these clips, or these little loops right up here, this is where the clips fit in, and then the hydration sleeve will slide down there. Now in contrast as well, on the front, you have two little loops here. This is where your small pocket's going to go. And I found that the small pocket just flopping was a bit too much for me. So I removed both of them and, saved a little extra weight. And the rest of the bulk inside of the pack. Okay, one other thing that came with the ULA that I can't seem to find are some hand loops. And essentially there's a little clip that's going to connect to each one of these rings, one on each shoulder strap. And it's just a big loop that comes out of webbing, this type of webbing material that you can put your hands in to kind of keep your hands up above your chest so they don't get too much blood pooling in them. I have a tendency to use trekking poles, so I took them off as just, I didn't need that much stuff hanging there. They would kind of get in the way if you were putting you know, a water bottle up here and things like that. But that's one other thing that was removed from the pack that originally came with it. Total weight with the pack without the hand loops, the hydration sleeve, or the small little mesh pouch is 35.44 ounces. So very light pack, holds a lot of weight. All right, so the internal frame, there is a thin frame sheet, and I don't know if you can see that there. There's a thin piece of frame. This black strip that goes up and down has a hard piece in there too. And you've got the Velcro here, and then you've got the frame hoop, which is a carbon fiber, I believe, and that kind of helps keep the shape of the pack, and it works pretty well. And it just kind of slides in there. Now this is removable as well. You've got some little loops down here that kind of hold it in place, keep it from shifting, and it's not too hard to just kind of stick back up in there. I'm not sure if this part is removable. This may be a sleeve, and I don't know, this may be a sleeve, and you might be able to remove that metal, or not metal stay, I'm assuming it's some sort of plastic that's in there. But you know, all of that is removable, the hoop is, to lighten it and make it essentially a frameless pack. I believe the frame sheet comes out as well. I've never really had a need for it. I'm not that much on grams. I'm still probably borderline too heavy for the pack, but so far I have not had any issues with the pack as far as weight and comfort of carry. So this is just some more information on the ULA Circuit. It's definitely a great pack. Be sure to check them out. I'll stick the website at the bottom here, and be sure to check out the user Pharraoh's channel. I've enjoyed watching his videos, and I really appreciate the feedback and the questions on the gear. That's kind of what this whole little YouTube community is all about. So I'll put a link to his channel down at the bottom, and you can watch him climb around and look for naked hikers and Sasquatch. So until next time, thanks for watching, and take it easy.